Hello and welcome back to the channel. We will be continuing our guide of soloing maps for Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. If you are enjoying these guides and the rest of my videos, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. It helps the channel more than you will ever know. Let's get started. Today we will be covering the map Patio Gardens. This by far the easiest of the maps, which makes it very fun.
I am honored to serve.
Today we will be using Carlos. Let's take a look at his abilities. First is his hammer, which is a powerful melee attack. His secondary attack is a slam jump where Carlos leaps ahead and slams his hammer for major damage. This is also a very useful traveling tool. Next is his calling stone, which is a stone that Carlos summons that draws the attention of enemies. And finally is his overdrive rage ward, which summons a protective circle that regenerates health and provides buffs for all war mags inside. Now let's take a look at the traps we will be using for this build. First up is the acid geyser. This will be our main trap and will line the death corridor, dealing major damage to the enemies. Then we have the briar patch, which will be our first line of defense and throughout the game will grow and help slow and damage enemies. Then we have the magic orb. We will put this on each side of the death corridor and it will send a deadly orb that bounces back, dealing massive damage. Finally we have the auto crossbow. This will be our anti-air weapon. It will shoot arrows at all flying enemies. I also put the ceiling laser and the saw blade launchers, but these are not necessary and were just added for fun. Let's start laying our barricades to funnel the enemies into the death corridor. We will start by blocking the stairwells on either side of the rift. This will make it so that the enemies are forced into the castle instead of having a direct line to the rift. Next, we will block the left stairwell and force the enemies further into the castle and closer to our death corridor. Now we block the center stairwell. We are almost complete creating our death corridor, but once again we are funneling enemies to take the longest route possible. The right hallway will be our death corridor. As you can see, it is very long and we will be able to place lots of floor traps as well as ceiling traps. All we have to do is block the upper entrance in the middle of this hallway. By using this setup, we have now forced all 4 entrances to funnel down this hallway. These last blockades are not necessary, but I placed them to force the enemies to the outside of the corner where I will be placing traps to get them. Now let's start placing our traps. You'll start with 2 briar patches at the foot of the stairs. These traps will grow as enemies trigger them and will provide excellent first line of defense. Next, I will begin lining the floor of the hallway with acid geysers. These will deal the bulk of the damage in our run. I also place 3 magic orbs on the wall to further provide more damage via the bouncing magic ball.
I need it here. Here we go. This go right in our path.
I decided to add ceiling lasers at the end of the setup. This is not necessary, as stated before. I just decide it may be useful for extra cleanup. During the first round you will not need to account for flying enemies. Let's start round 1.
Now the orcs die.
The way they just melt away is so satisfying. We will speed things up a little.
Destiny.
For round 2 I activate the Sentinel Priestess. They will help with the flyers that will be coming soon.
Blocking the scent of orcs is a bonus. I prayed for battle, and the rift has answered.
And start placing the auto crossbows in preparation for flyers. Time for round 2.
Your choice got you here.
Round 3 is when the flyers usually start to appear. So you must make the preparations for them. Flyers ignore barricades, so try to cover all the entrances as best you can. I usually line 8 auto crossbows on the inside of the castle and place more on the terraces outside. Let's trigger round 3.
Let them in. Prepare defense.
It is destiny.
I use this time to add some more magic orbs. And extend my acid geyser carpet.
Perfect.
Time for wave 4.
As expected.
The core of the layout is set. Take the time between each round to continue to build upon it. For this round I am adding more flyer defense. At some point during the last round I lost a rift point due to a flyer.
This will aid with flyers. This will open a path. You will be there undoing. I run out of
Now let's start wave 5.
I will fulfill my duty. What up, there? I will get the kicks. My walk is ready. Each dead walk is order restored. One more death.
Prior to the final round, I complete my acid carpet and add some saw blade launchers for fun. I hope that you found this guide helpful and entertaining. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe to continue to receive my videos and support this channel. Enjoy wave 6 and the victory. Have a great day and happy hunting.
Be your strength. The orcs will find everywhere. Brace yourselves. It is time to fight. If I rise, nothing will force. I think they're right. People in my